be to be multi-streaming, you have to have a pretty good connection because you're physically essentially running 4 streams or 2 streams.
Yeah.
So you need 2 times the bandwidth.
Oh, okay, well... I think I'm gonna have to restart Minecraft.
Maybe.
I'll throw up that. Ew. Ew, that is the worst I have seen the internet here. 83 down and 19 up. I wonder if they didn't reset or something. I don't know.
Well, it says Callie is live.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay,
On Twitch. Yeah, you're good.
That was strange. I fixed it!
Good job.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I am, like, really badly lagging now. Hi, Fee. But what were you gonna say about Star Trek?
I don't even remember. Oh, I was talking about how I Love Lucy
yeah.
was one of the executive producers of the original Star Trek. Desilu Productions, which is Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball production company from I Love Lucy. Because you were talking about I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
You watched I Love Lucy with your grandma.
I've also watched a couple of the Star Trek movies.
They are excellent. Now I don't like a lot of the new Star Trek stuff because here's the thing, I hate multiverse stuff and like because like nothing ever means anything and you can just redo everything every 5 seconds like. And I hate it in Marvel movies too. I hate it in every movie I've ever seen it in, right?
Yeah.
I even hated the new Deadpool movie for that same reason. I hate multiverse stuff. Cause like, oh yeah, we killed that guy, but now he's back and it's fine. It's like, no, I did not watch the. Just no. You
right.
Did it, you have to live with it. You can't just rewrite it later. It's really disingenuous to audiences to do stuff like that.
Hey, Demon, you don't need to text me to tell me that my stream died because I know it did.
It's alive. She brought it back from the dead. What is this white stuff? Is this calcite? Is that what that is?
Where?
Is that gravel? What is this stuff?
That right there is gravel. I have a shovel. I'll mine it here in a second.
I have a shovel too. I just didn't have it equipped.
Demon, OBS will tell me, especially when my Twitch stream goes down, and considering I got a really weird error message about a stream key, I assumed that it was dead.
Yeah, generally if you're recording or streaming or something, like the little red lights on your hotbar.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, then it's not there.
Not only that, like my it'll tell like the timer of how long you've been streaming, whatever,
yeah,
was gone. So it's like, okay, something ain't right here.
Also, there are alerts for like drop frames and all
Yep.
kinds. Streaming is harder than it looks, right? People think you just hit go, and just
Yeah,
everything
no,
works.
that's not how that works.
It rarely just always works. Sometimes you might get it where it works like really good for like a month or two, and then there's going to be an update to something.
I swear every time OBS updates, it breaks.
Yeah, that's what my OBS setup is. I updated and without even thinking about it, and one of the plugins just went berserk and just fried everything, so I had to start over.
Yeah, Stream Elements is usually pretty good about keeping updated.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I think it was Source Clone maybe that like freaked out. I don't know. I had a very complicated setup, so it probably should have not have been that complicated to begin with.
I was like, I just like have the bare minimum that I know I'll need, but that's also because my computer can only handle so much.
I watch all those guys that tell you how to stream and how to like do all these, professional looking things. And like you can nerd out in it, and like it is this rabbit hole that goes forever.
Mm-hmm.
There is no end to it.
Nope.
And they're like, oh, I just found this new plugin. Sure, you already have 60 plugins, but it's fine.
It's like you don't even really need that many plugins.
No, not really. Probably about 4 or 5, probably.
I think I only have 2, and that's Stream Elements and Sound Alerts.
Also, there are all kinds of like noise compressors and filters and like, like you can really nerd out on that stuff too. DJC is always talking about this voice compressor and this filter. But I don't.
Yeah, I didn't know that OBS had that stuff integrated, and I was like, I really wish I knew that a long time ago. I know that now, obviously, because I have it set up, but it would have been nice to know.
It's quite like you can dive as deep as you want to into that thing. How nerdy you want to get with your OBS setup.
I know one thing I definitely need to do is fix my audio track settings.
Right? Separate them out so you can edit.
Yup. Like I have them separated like in OBS, but like it's not separated when I record, so I think I just have them the audio track thing set up wrong, which I don't think is going to be a hard fix.
It might be your editor. I don't know what editor you use.
I use DaVinci.
Then it should be able to separate them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some audio, video editors don't have a multi-track editing, but DaVinci does.
Yeah, I know. I've been using DaVinci ever since I got this computer because I was tired of using OpenShot.
Yeah. I want to use DaVinci, but it's very intimidating to me. It's too many buttons. It's too many things to open.
I just play around with it until I figure it out. I still don't fully know what I'm doing with DaVinci. I just know how to do the basic, cut this out, kind of thing, and then, add transition here, music here, whatever.
This is the thing AI should be doing. AI should be editing videos for me.
I don't think AI is quite advanced enough to do that. Well, it should be, but...
I feel like AI is going to eat itself. It's a snake that's going to eat its own tail.
Oh, 100%.
The problem is, now that, there's this thing called DeepSeek. I don't know if you know anything about that.
I've heard about it, but I don't know fully what it is.
Well, a lot of the American AI companies like OpenAI, Meta, things like that, they were saying how expensive this is going to be, that they need the best hardware, that they need all this money, that they, it's going to cost all this electricity. And so people were pouring billions, maybe even trillions of dollars into these companies. and a Chinese company called DeepSeek. Well, I don't remember the name of the company, but that's the name of the AI. They
Yeah.
just use like really old processors and just I mean, like, you know, like a couple of generations old stuff.
Yeah.
And they were just like blowing them out of the water with like how inexpensive it is. So with that said, now that it can be done cheaply, it will be done cheaply, and then it becomes a race to the bottom. And the cheaper that people start doing it, the worse the AI is going to be.
Yep.
And so, like, it'll probably be to a point where it's not even really usable. Because if you ask it a question and then you have to go look the answer up to make sure that answer is right, did you save any time?
No. If anything, you just wasted time.
They're going to waste trillions of dollars in investment in hardware, in electricity, in things like that, and ultimately it's going to end up like crypto did, where it eats itself because it becomes too expensive electricity wise. I mean, there are a lot of countries that banned crypto because the electricity usage was just out of hand. Like it was a drain on their power grid. And ultimately, I feel like that's where AI will end up also. But right now, it's the new buzzword, and every company puts it on their marketing and
Yeah.
oh, here's this new phone with AI that you don't want.
It's like, I have played around with the AI a little bit, but I personally don't like it. I feel like it's going to be the downfall of a lot of companies.
Yeah.
Especially now, considering, like, you could literally, for example, with coding, you could type a whole question into it, and it'll give you the answer, and these computer science people are gonna not know what the heck they're doing when they get into the field, and you can't trust AI because half the time the code's wrong.
Right, exactly. Or it doesn't integrate with what a human wrote, or like
Yeah.
they have to, you go, oh, I saved all these hours coding, but did you really though? Like if you have to have a human look at it, you didn't save any time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be one of those things. The upper management wants to use AI to replace its workers, but in reality, AI would be best used to replace the executives to do management jobs because they just fill out the paperwork.
Yeah.
Which something like AI would be great at. What AI is not great at is actually working.
Because, like, all you would have to do for that is literally just make an algorithm and be like, okay, well, this is what this does. Just sign here, whatever.
Yeah, AI would be really good at stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of automating paperwork, which should be frightening to executives and middle managers.
Yeah. And
but
now
like
they're
actually being productive, AI is not productive at all.
No. And now they're actually having AI take looks at people's applications and all of that too. Resumes.
That is horrifying.
Yeah. There's
Because,
a lot of people that are qualified
health
for
insurance companies are using it to like deny claims and things. That terrifies me to death.
Yeah, I've already one of the people I have one of my classes with, they've been trying to get an internship, but was struggling to get said internship because some of these bigger companies are out here using AI to look at their resumes and not even like actually giving the person a chance.
Right. Yeah, that is where I think AI is terrible.
Yeah. Oh God, like, 23 months.
It's funny to use AI to make six-fingered people pictures. That's funny, but like as far as like real world stuff that has like implication on people's lives is awful.
Actually, Treyarch just got into a lot of trouble for using AI to generate their photos and stuff for Black Ops 6.
Nice.
You just woke up? Oh my God, Cole.
Like it's wild to me that like most laws aren't adequate to deal with AI. Okay, like let's say an AI generates a picture. Who owns that picture?
Yeah.
Like, do I own it because I used the little prompt? Does the company who owns that AI language model own it? Does the software engineer who designed it, do they own it? Who owns that picture? Like, somebody has to own the picture. Somebody has to hold the copyright on it.
Yeah.
Like, who is it?
And that's another thing too. AI has screwed over a lot of people in the art community.
Yeah.
And that's another big reason why I don't support AI in the way that everybody else does, because it is so easy to just type in a prompt and it generate what you want, and then people claim it as their own, but in reality it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who owns that picture? Who knows, right? There was a pretty famous court case a few years ago about this monkey that had picked up this wildlife photographer's camera and like snapped a picture. Who owns that picture? Well, the court decided that nobody owned it. So, like, is it the same thing? Are AI pictures not ownable? Because
that's a great question.
A whole problem. Yeah, the court decided that the photographer didn't take the picture, so he didn't have copyright on it. But the monkey wasn't a person who could hold the copyright, so no one owned the copyright to the photo.
Yeah, Demon Treyarch has been getting, I don't know if they've actually gotten into any legal trouble with that, but like, if you look at some of their screens, you can tell that they've used AI for it. And then, trying to claim it as their own, and people are like, yeah, no.
That would be a very interesting court case to decide who owns those.
That really would be.
Treyarch pictures.
Oh shit, thank you for the 2 months, Demon. 12 hours
like,
sleep, Cole's hibernating. Oh, there's a lot of mobs.
Which would really, like, if companies used AIs to like design their logos and things, that would be real problematic.
Yeah.
Like there's a football team called the Washington Redskins. They're actually called the Commanders now, but at one point in time they were called the Washington Redskins, which is like very like racially insensitive to Native Americans. And
yeah, I think
a court like invalidated their copyright to that name, so like anyone could just use it however they wanted to.
Yeah.
And like people were letting go on the internet, just like, and there wasn't anything they could do about it. Like you could use it for whatever you wanted to because nobody owns the copyright to that anymore because a judge had invalidated their copyright. It was a pretty wild time, which is why they changed it to the Commanders so that they could have a copyright on that.
Right. Ah, it's a Brady. Hi, Brady. Thank you for the gifted sub, Demon.
So yeah, there's going to be a lot of lawsuits and interesting things come out of AI that the courts and lawmakers of it's going to be really interesting when it's like international laws and things. And there's going to be a lot of interesting lawsuits and stuff coming up.
Oh, hey, Sint. Welcome in. So it says, don't be surprised if they change the name back. There are petitions including from tribes.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me knowing the owner. Oh, see, did you see where the Mavs traded Luka?
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, I asked him if he saw where the Mavs traded Luka to the Lakers. That is a scam where they're trying to move the team to Vegas.
Oh, wait, what?
The Dallas Mavericks, right? So they have this really good player, Luka. and he's like one of the probably top 5-10 players in the league, right?
Yeah.
And they trade him to the Lakers for like nothing, just like some picks and like Anthony Davis, who's 100 years old, and like he seriously might be my age.
Yeah, since said, yep, that trade is nuts.
And like Mark Cuban used to own the team, but he sold it a couple years ago. And so he sold it to these people who run casinos, and they wanted to build a casino here in Texas. And the Texas state government shut that down. They're like, no, we don't do gambling in the state of Texas. Like that's a non-starter.
Yeah.
And so like now they have this team that they thought they were going to build this big casino downtown Dallas and do all these things. And so like now they're just tanking the team on purpose. And it's like hugely scandalous, right? Because like you're not supposed to do that kind of thing. Like there's all these rules and even laws against these kind of things, right?
He
Like,
sold it and is focusing on prescription drugs. He's leaving Shark Tank too. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a prescription drug thing. Like where they import it from other countries, because most other countries pay a fraction of what the U.S. pays for medicine.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but they're trying to tank the team, and which, I mean, I guess that's a smart plan, but like they clearly want to move the team to Vegas or somewhere where they can have a casino. Which
Alrighty,
ironically is the plot to Major League Baseball, the movie with Charlie Sheen and Wesley Snipes and Tom Berenger.
Old guy is just full of fun facts.
Yeah, fun facts, right? Fun facts of the little guy. Yeah, but it's very scandalous in the sports world. I knew you wouldn't know about that, but since follows basketball, I know he follows basketball. You know what he doesn't do? He doesn't dig this hole right here.
I know.
He follows basketball, but he does not dig this hole.
I mean, to be fair though, he did tell me the other day that he felt bad.
Yeah. I was in a voice chat with one of my Canadian friends, and he told me like as it was happening, and I was like, no way. Like this dude is super popular in Dallas, right? Like he's the second coming of Dirk Nowitzki. I don't know if you know who that is.
Name sounds familiar.
He's like this really tall German dude that played in Dallas for a long time, right? Like Dirk Nowitzki could kill somebody and everyone in town see it and nobody's going to testify. That's how popular he is. He could speed and run over pedestrians, like whatever he wants, right? Because he won a championship in Dallas. And like he is like the number one favorite. He might as well be Michael Jordan as far as Dallas is concerned. But like this kid Luka was the next coming of that, right? So like Dallas loves foreign players, right? We love them. You give us a European player, we're about it. But yeah, so it's wild to get rid of such a popular player and like get nothing in return.
Yeah. Is it really 11 o'clock already, Demon? Jeez. Feel terrible about the hole. I'll make up for it whenever we get around to a new season. I'm interested to see on how you're gonna make up for it.
I'm interested in that too. Y'all should dig another hole.
Since on his own.
Twice as big.
He's on his own. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought it was a slime, to be honest with you. Didn't say nothing. I was gonna turn around and kill a slime.
Well, I guess you should turn around and kill me.
You should have said, got him. I got that slime on, God. Like, Don't worry about it. I got him. I'd have been like, "Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you so much."
The way you turn around super quickly too.
Well, I thought it was a slime. I really did.
To make up for it in videos. So am I.
He should make one of those like apology videos where it looks like you can tell they've been practicing, but it looks like they got kidnapped by the Taliban. You know, like, I'm so sorry to all of my fans. I'll do better in the future, like that. You know the videos. You know what they look like.
All
We've
the
all seen
classic apology videos that every YouTuber makes. Yeah.
Be like, I use poor judgment. I will do better in the future. You have to use I statements, right? So like your PR coach and stuff will teach you to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, use I statements, take accountability. But like you're not really taking accountability. You're just saying that stuff. Like,
Tell her I already have a few ready for the next thing we're doing. Probably can't tell her.
Yeah, Sint should make one of those Taliban apologist videos. You know, like you do it like in front of like a big towel or sheet or something. You know, like a big blank wall behind you.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're, and they're always like, "I failed everyone. I am so sorry."
Use a ukulele.
Yeah. You play like sad music and you'd be like, "If you find it in your heart to trust me again, I will not let you down in the future." That's what you say. I love those. I love those type videos. And like the thing is, like everyone knows them, like what I'm describing, because everyone makes the same video every time they mess up. Like,
and it's always like a half apology too. And
yeah. You can tell they're reading it, you know, like they're they're like, scroll up a little bit. Like,
I wanted to learn how to play ukulele.
I bet that's not super popular with young people these days. I mean, I don't have any like facts to support that, but
what learning to play ukulele?
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that the demographic for that skews pretty old.
Probably. I mean, so one of the bands.
I don't have any facts to do that. So
one of the bands I listen to, 21 Pilots, he has written quite a few songs on ukulele, and I wanted to learn to play so I could play those songs.
Right.
But I don't have the money nor the time.
Yeah, I don't know what a ukulele costs.
I don't know.
I mean, I assume it probably ranges, right? Like, there's probably like really cheap ones.
Most likely. That's why there's so many many pauses on YouTube apologies. It's all scripted. Kelly, if you learn how to play, you gotta play House of Gold.
You know who knows how to play guitar, which I assume is very similar to ukuleles? JP. He plays guitar.
However, Demon, I will not recreate that music video because that music video is all weird.
Oh, we definitely should.
They're like, their bodies are like cut in half and...
Mine-o-mator, here we come.
It's my daughter, she has 2 electric and not electric. Oh, that's cool. Fuck no, that was wild when it was released.
They make electric ukulele, is that for real?
They make a lot of like stringed instruments electric anymore.
Well, yeah, like guitars and stuff, but I didn't, and like violins I've seen, but I didn't know they made electric ukuleles. I did not have that on my bingo card.
Also, Demon, your hydrate's been redeemed.
Yeah, 100%. I would not have guessed that. That's interesting. Now I'm
sure
gonna
do
spend,
swear.
After we're done here, I'm gonna spend all night looking at like electric ukulele videos on YouTube. That's how my brain works.
Oh, I didn't mean to fire off those.
But yeah, when I'm really tired tomorrow, it's because I said what the electric ukulele videos. Some of the older people will know who Tiny
Too
Tim
early to
is.
celebrate. Too early. Oh.
Famous ukulele player. Ukuleleer? I don't know how you say that. Like you have the word guitarist, right? That's somebody who plays guitar. What is the equivalent to ukulele? Ukulelist? Ukeleler?
I don't think that one's right. Euchist is what Demon says.
Euchist. Interesting. I mean, I'll believe that because I don't know any better. So, I guess I'm gonna have to just go with that. Euchist.
He's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of those I do not have the answer for that. I mean, we probably could look it up on the internet because it's not just for anime, but yeah. I don't know if your viewers know that the internet is not just for anime.
I don't even watch anime.
I mean, some of it's okay, but some of it gets real weird real fast.
I more prefer to read the manga because I
You're
just
such
like
a nerd.
I like to read.
Only nerds say manga. You're such a nerd.
My mom used to call them Japanese comics. I also had a friend that was super into reading it, and if I didn't say it right, she'd like get mad at me for it, so I just kind of learned how to say it.
I mean, the only comics I've ever been into was the old like Batman stuff. Because some of that old Batman stuff was really dark, like the comics. Like I know, like the movies and the TV shows, you know, Batman's all happy. But like in the comic books, he like kills people and stuff. He's like it's way different. Like in the movies, you know, he's like, oh, I can't kill, you know, and he just lets them go or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in the movies, he like drops people off buildings and like, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Need alert. Ukulelist is what they are. Need alert for what, Scent?
Don't let Cindernet call you a nerd. He is a huge Star Wars nerd.
Never mind. Yeah. I think he was trying to say nerd, but
Yeah, he was trying to say nerd. But
okay, yeah, there it goes.
You don't have to take that out of him. He loves Star Wars.
So does my mom.
Yeah, that's that generation. Old people.
I'm also, you know, was part of band, so I think that defaults me as a nerd.
I mean, sophisticated people prefer Star Trek over Star Wars. Just saying. Oh, I broke my hoe.
It changed spelling. I am.
Also, Fonzie. If you ever start talking about Star Wars, Fonzie will show up.
Yeah, see, I remember a while ago, me and you got into an argument over whether or not band was considered a sport.
Is it a marching band?
Yeah.
Yes. Otherwise, no.
Yeah, no. Concert band, no. Marching band, yes.
It's like saying, like, because like if you're not marching, right, you might as well be the choir.
I could see
like,
that.
That's not a sport either.
Just like how collar guard's considered a sport too, because I mean we run around and perform and all of that.
Yeah, if it's not a marching band, then the answer is no.
I literally like went and searched for proof to send to him that marching band was a sport. And he's like, okay, yes, it is.
Yeah, 100%.
That was
100%.
forever ago, but I still find it funny.
Those kids, like, they do like 2 days and stuff. Same as the football team. They like to have marching band practice out in the hot summer sun. Yeah, 100%. But like if you're in like ensemble band or like jazz band or any of those other band classes, no, nope. You might as well be in the choir. Here's the real thing. Are race car drivers athletes? Because they will say yes. And I will say no.
Oh my lord, P, I just seen your last message you sent me.
It's like those little people that ride horses, jockeys, not athletes. The horse does all the work. You're just hanging on and hopefully you don't die.
Although I think they do consider that a sport.
Too bad. The horse racing is a sport, but they're not athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the horse is the athlete. I love when like NASCAR drivers try to tell me how much athletes they are and stuff. I'm just like, get out of here. You just drive the car really fast.
God, no. Dara, do you have an axe?
Yeah.
Somebody break that stupid tree.
Why y'all be planting the tree?
I accidentally bone mealed a bush.
Nice.
I know, Dara. I know.
I didn't know that. You bone meal one of those.
Yeah, that's how you make the azalea trees.
I didn't even know such a thing existed. I'm telling you, there are so many things that I've never done in Minecraft, and I just ignore it.
Sounds about right.
I just go, meh, I don't really care about that.
Red dragon fruit, yeah, I can't speak on dragon fruit. I've never had it. My grandma used to watch NASCAR all the time. I'd always fall asleep.
That's what it's for. Golf and NASCAR is for people to sleep in their chairs on Sunday. That's why golf people whisper. They'll be like, John
You can
Daly's
farm those
approaching
trees
the tee.
easily. Interesting. So good, you need to try. I mean, part of the reason why I haven't is because fruit is expensive.
She's a college kid. She exists on caffeine and hate.
And ramen.
There you go.
And chicken nuggets, apparently.
Yeah, chicken nugs. Everybody loves chicken nugs. Like, that's how you tell if somebody's a communist.
That's the first I've heard that one.
Yeah, communists hate chicken nugs. Especially dinosaur-shaped ones. I'm almost certain that's true.
used to, my freshman year at college, that's all I bought was the dino nuggies.
Well, they're the best ones. Everybody knows.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't like dinosaur chicken nuggets, you are probably a communist. I stand behind that, and we'll die on that hill right now.
That's all I still buy if I want nuggies or dino nuggies. Well, Demon, I stopped buying them because the Tyson ones are so expensive, and that's all Kroger sells.
Yeah.
It's funny, I work for Walmart but shop at Kroger.
And Kroger's got some good deals. They'll be selling them 10 for 10 orange soda bottles.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, my mom lets me use her employee discount.
I mean, how are you going to get diabetes without 10 2-liter bottles of orange soda?
Fair.
I feel like that's the goal of all Americans. Get diabetes.
Because Walmart sucks, but I still go. I mean, it's always funny because people argue that like Kroger's more expensive than Walmart, and I'm like, but you get more at Kroger for cheaper.
Kroger has some amazing deals, but their everyday items are usually more expensive.
Yeah.
Especially if you compare like Kroger store brand to like Walmart store brand.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kroger has some really good deals. If you get their advertisements and stuff, check your mailbox, people.
Yeah, it's just like the other day, we went in and they had like, you could buy 3 12-packs of soda for like $5.
Right? That's a good bargain.
I was like, alright. Or just go to Costco, Sam's to get bulk items. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, if it's 3 Pepsis for $5, then they should give you the $5 and the Pepsi. We're hauling that away.
Yeah.
Because the garbage man gets paid to haul the trash away. Just saying.
The only bad thing about those places, Demon, is you have to have a membership.
And that membership's not cheap. Those like Sam's Clubs and Costco's and stuff. So, I mean, like if you shop there often, then it makes it worth it. But if you don't, it's...
I feel like Costco and like Sam's Club and stuff is great for large families.
Right. Yeah, like I said, if you go all the time, then it's worth it because you can save a lot of money. But if you don't go there a lot, then like, what are you paying that huge membership for? You could be giving that money to the gym and not use that too.
And $12 for eggs, yeah.
You know, you can go down to Tractor Supply Company and just buy a chicken.
I had a lady one day complain to me about the prices of eggs, and I just turned around and looked at her and was like, I don't control that. I just work here.
The lies. Callie's the chicken czar. She's the egg czar. She controls prices of eggs everywhere in the world.
Do not.
I didn't. That's not what I heard.
Trust me, if I did, they would not be $12 for a carton of eggs. It'd be
in the fake
cheaper.
document that I'll be photoshopping here shortly. It will prove that Callie controls all chicken prices everywhere in the world. Also, it will show that the Earth is flat and that Callie killed JFK.
No, okay, you're not letting go of that time traveler thing, aren't you?
Yeah, that's exact. Oh, see, so you knew what I was talking about. That's convenient.
Well, because you talked about me being a time traveler before.
Yeah, a time traveling assassin. Exactly right. Who now controls.
That's true to what
prices.
they said in game. I mean, yeah, Demon, but once again, you can't get in unless you have a membership.
You can sometimes get a trial membership. But yeah, but let's get back to this time traveling assassin.
Guilty? What?
Yeah, we clearly proved this last time about Callie being a time traveling assassin.
I am not a time traveling assassin.
That's exactly what a time traveling assassin would say.
Sure, okay.
Remember, we talked about how your field trips to Pennsylvania and Washington and somewhere else, all coincidentally the same places of 9/11.
Oh, when we went to go see the Pentagon, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you do remember blowing up the Pentagon?
I did not. I had nothing to do with that. I wasn't even thought of.
Jet fuel can't melt steel, Kelly. We all know what happened. Yeah. It's very convenient that you remember this conversation from like 6 months ago.
I remember a lot of things, more things than I should remember.
I'm just saying, it must have been very important to you to prove that you are not the time traveling assassin we all believe you are.
Or it just means I'm traumatized.
Could be that also. I mean, if I did all those things, I would be traumatized too.
Okay. I think anybody would be.
I mean, I mean, clearly some people did it in Cali, but the some people did it. Apparently, they're not traumatized. They're murderers.
No, it's Judd's fault.
Yeah. So Judd is a time traveling assassin, also.
Yes.
So
How
he's a time traveling
else
assassin.
do you think he gets all
with
those
you.
crafting tables?
That does check out. but that would mean for you to know that you would be the time traveling assassin also.
But who
Like
says
you're
I
in some
haven't
kinda-
seen him being a time travel assassin?
You're probably in some kind of like guild, time traveling assassin guild. What is the secret handshake of this guild?
I don't even know if there's a secret handshake because I'm not a time traveling assassin.
It's very clever to deny it.
That explains why Judd doesn't drink tea. Wait, does he
Yeah.
seriously not like tea?
He's the only British person ever to not drink tea.
I love tea though. What the? Some people
pretty
are
sure
weird.
They make their babies drink tea over there.
I
They
wouldn't
just put
doubt
it right
it.
in the bottle, which is weird for Judd not to drink tea. I just made that up about British people, but I'm just gonna say it's a fact.
I
It
mean,
is my
hey,
understanding
whatever
that
works.
you don't need proof of stuff anymore. You just say it, and then
Yeah.
never back down when challenged. You just say it more. You don't need proof for stuff to be true.
Is this why you enjoy gaslighting people?
Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, I read this book. It was called Gaslighting for Fun and Profit. Ooh, I fell down.
Well, you're not supposed to do that.
Well, I think the there's like a weird hole right here.
Wow.
What?
It just said wow.
Yeah. Well, I borrowed the book from him, so I don't.
The pockets are full again.
Me and DJC already pranked Judd. I shouldn't even say this, but I can't wait till he figures out what we did.
Ow. Need to take that guy out. Who? The slime or what old guy said?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow night and put that bridge on the Enderman farm. And I really have like maybe 2 more builds after that, and then I'm probably gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I need to start thinking about doing the same thing.
I mean, I have that big purple and brown area and a big blue and green area on either side of my main bridge that I need to finish. I would like to build a new birch church. I'd like to finish out some of my wooded area there in the end. I would like to pretend we finished this hole right here.
Yes, me too. We're slowly getting there.
I had such high hopes that we were going to finish this section tonight, but I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest with you.
I don't think it's going to either.
Maybe I will go enchant a bunch of more pickaxes. I mean, not pickaxes, hose.
Although I will say with like 2 of you guys doing the moss and stuff, or mining the moss,
Right.
has made it go by quicker.
Yeah, that's when me and Judd were doing like the small tests over there, you know, like in our little hole over there.
Yeah.
Our hole within a hole. Holeception, I guess is what we're gonna call it. The like him bone milling and me just like going on the breaking was like going really fast.
Yeah, that's what me and Dara were doing too.
But it was such a smaller area than this.
Like I said, I think I should have cut this in half.
I mean, if you think about how, if you look up, man, that is a lot of blocks.
Yeah. I think I've been working on this thing now for 3 days, something like that.
I wonder what the estimate number of hours it would take, like actually take doing this right here to complete this gig.
I don't know.
Is it 400 hours?
I think it'd be more than that.
Is it 1,000?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, surely somebody could do the math. Not me, obviously, but somebody.
Oh, I'm sure Judd would if he was here.
Like a smart person. I don't know if I trust Judd's counting after the last couple of days.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, like I legitimately wonder how many total main hours.
You remember the time I added a ton of animation controllers, functions, images, items, and icons? Turns out just got a few wrong and just figured out what? Oops. Oh.
Nice. Yeah, I know he's been working on some packs and some different things, stuff and things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sint's been working on a bunch of stuff. So even if Sint Internet is not making videos a lot or streams or anything like that, he is actually actively working on Minecraft things. Stuff and things. I give him a hard time for not helping Callie dig his hole, but he is actually a very busy person.
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna
scenes.
not let him live this one down.
Of course, why would we do that?
Love you,
That's not what we
Sint,
do.
but
That's not what we do. We bring up olds around here. That's what we do. Listen, we still talk about the time Mustang pushed John Maka off the pillar, and that was like 2 years ago.
wasn't that season 2?
No, it was whatever season Jen played last. So like season 3 maybe.
Because I think she did the same thing when they were building Spawn, the ruined castle or whatever it was for Spawn.
That's the one.
Yeah, that was
that's
season 2,
yeah.
I think.
Was it?
No, I don't remember.
We all.
It's season 2 or 3.
No one can remember what season it was.
Well, the thing was, I was just on the world the other day. No, it was season 3. I'm wrong. You're right.
I was pretty sure. Because season 2 is the season I joined about like right towards the end of it, right? And that's the one where like I based with Fizz and we had the ice roads that had BrokeRock written underneath the ice, right?
Yeah. That was, yeah.
It had like a really dark nether hub.
That was also the same season Fizz pranked me with that bed in the nether hub.
Yeah, yeah.
And my grave is just there.
Yeah, that's the season I joined, but I joined it like almost towards the end. Me and J-Naz. And that's the season I streamed into a microphone that was plugged in backwards.
That was great.
I do the intro, right? So then they're like, dude, you're gonna have to like get in a voice channel with us and just like do this separate, right? Like one at a time. Cause like they can't hear me and I can hear them fine because their mics work. They're plugged in right. And like even when I have to record it separately and like send it to them in like audio form for them to even be able to hear me. Because when I would run it through the editor, I would turn the gain up like all the way as high as it would go, just so I could be heard in the video. Oh, that was so bad. I knew nothing about making videos or editing or anything. I knew nothing. Zero.
I did watch you dig last night.
When I first started making videos, I made them in Windows Media. I used the like Xbox Game Bar. I would record videos all in one take and edit them by just like Windows Media whatever thing, and just cut the beginning and ends off of it.
I used to edit using that too when I first started YouTube.
So if I made a mistake, I'd just go over like make the video all over again.
Jamaica. What? Oh.
BrokeRock is where I learned how to use like OBS. They're like, you're an idiot, don't do that. Like, what are you doing with your life? Get your life together. I have learned a lot in BrokeRock.
I think the only thing I can take away from this season is how to dig a hole.
He doesn't know. How would he know?
Hmm?
Oh, you can take it away. I thought you were reading
No, me.
Yeah. Absolutely, you. Yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense. Do all the mining on whatever season.
Yeah, 100%. You should do that. Next season. Assuming this whole ever gets done and we move on to a new season.
Yeah. Water eater. Okay, yeah. I forgot about the water eater again. He learned how to use a mic.
Yeah, 100%. I learned. Like I took that thing apart, and I was like, I'm such an idiot. Like this, like it's backwards inside the case. Like I just thought it was just cheap, right? Like it didn't work very well because it was just so cheap.
Yeah.
It turns out it was just backwards because like I paid like $25-30 for the whole thing. And it came with like an arm. I still have the arm and like a pop filter and all of it, right? I got it on Amazon. It was like beyond Amazon Basics. It was. I don't even know if it had a name. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at getting one of the Elgato mics when I get my PC.
I keep telling myself that I need like new gear and like I need new mics and all that stuff, but my mic works fine. It's a little older, but it works fine. So it's one of those Blue Yeti X microphones. I wish I'd bought the one DJC bought because we bought our mics at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
He got one that does USB and it does XLR also.
Oh, interesting.
So like he has XLR like amps and all that stuff. So he has all the equipment for it because he's like super into like audio stuff.
Yeah.
But like I didn't have I don't have like XLR cables and amps and I don't have all that stuff. So I didn't, but I wish I had them because he yeah, but it does both USB and XLR.
Yeah, this whole entire time I've been using like just like a normal headset.
I'm starving to death. I'm like, why is my health going down?
Do you need food or do you have food?
No. I have golden carrots. I just was not. Dara wasn't reminding me to eat.
I can't exactly see your health bar, so.
Yeah, it's Dara's job. Dara's supposed to remind me to eat.
Dara reminds everybody to eat.
But yeah, it's he has a mic and it's a Yeti mic also, but it does XLR and USB, which I was pretty impressed by. Thanks, Dara. I appreciate it. Yeah, Dara, she's good people. She's good people. She takes care of people. Yeah. Well, like I said, I can't justify buying a new mic because mine works fine now.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's the problem when you buy a good mic, it'll just last for 100 years and it's old. And you go, oh, I'd like a new one, but I can't. You know, like, this mic works fine. I mean, ultimately, I probably will buy a new mic because I'll just get like the hardware itch. Maybe I'll donate to one of the other Broke Rockers or something.
I mean, yeah, here you go.
I don't know. We'll see. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It works fine. It just does. It's like upgrading your computer when you don't really need to. You just go, but I really want a new GPU.
There's me who desperately needs to upgrade. Not gonna lie, I am surprised that this laptop has lasted as long as it has.
The problem is Fonzie comes in chat going, oh, I got a new GPU. It's a NVIDIA 20,000 or whatever. And then you go, oh, here I am with my 4070. Now I need to buy a new GPU.
I literally messaged Fonzie when I brought the time I got my computer, and I was like, this is the budget I have. What do you recommend for gaming laptops?
Yeah. He knows. Fonzie knows. He nerds out on that stuff.
Anytime I have a computer question, I'm like going to him, asking him, because I know he'll have an answer.
Yeah, he nerds out on that for real. 100%.
And then he's like, don't forget me when you go to build your PC. And I was like, trust me, I won't.
It's like I go bother Jamaica whenever I have a website question.
I mean, yeah. I booked him one time to help me with code that my professor wrote and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. And we made it work, just not in the way she wanted it to work, but it worked. That's okay, I could also probably go on Bunk Sint if I had like coding questions.
Right.
Yeah, right now I'm learning how to use Android Studio and their code language. I'm learning how to make mobile apps.
Nice. I mean, I feel like that's going to be the future.
Yeah.
The problem is, right, so like PCs can only get so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's only so much electricity that comes out of the plug.
Right.
Like they can't just keep making a more powerful PC each year. That's not how electricity works. You can't just go to infinity. Like they're either gonna have to make them more efficient or something, but they can't just go more power like every year.
Right.
Because you're gonna plug it in, your breaker's gonna trip. And then like all your roommates are gonna be mad because your ramen noodle cooker isn't working. Oh, is that too real all of a sudden? Yeah.
No. I was just kind of
there's-
laughed because I just tripped my dorm's breaker the other day.
Of course, colleges or like dormitories have the worst electrical system.
Like, It's so bad. Like the dorm I was in last year was not as bad. Like literally all I had was I was making food and I had my computer running, my microwave and my air fryer. That's it. And it tripped the freaking breaker. And I'm like,
well, I
what
don't
the
know if
heck?
you know this, but microwaves draw a lot of power, and so do air fryers.
Well, I know, but like I've run both of them, like those three things at the same time before. I never had an issue.
An air fryer is really just a space heater with a really fast fan on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point, is that like they keep making these CPUs that take bigger and bigger power supplies. Well, there's only so much electricity at the plug.
Yeah.
It can only go to a certain point, and then it has something has to give. And it's not a problem in Europe because they have 240 volts, but here in the US we only have, most electrical outlets are like 15 or 20 amps at 120 volts, which sounds like a lot, but it's not.
It's not.
You should ask Minion. He can better tell you all about electrical stuff. He's a Sparky.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's going to come a point where PCs tap out of, and then what does a company like Nvidia do when they can't just make a more powerful PC the next year? Like, because they'll go out of business, right? I mean, like they have to sell the next year's GPUs to stay in business.
Yeah, and that's the other issue too when it comes to technology evolving so fast, because there's other things that are behind.
These big companies, if they have a bad year, then that's like super bad. Somehow a $1 trillion company can just go pretty much bankrupt.
I'm honestly still surprised IBM is still in business.
No, those guys sell a ton of, like, they sell computers to companies and hospitals.
Yeah. Well, I also learned too that they made servers and stuff too.
Yeah.
I had to
they
do a whole
back-end
research paper over their CPUs.
I mean, they're not selling gaming rigs. Nobody's buying an IBM gaming rig, but that's the thing. Most PCs in the world are not high-end gaming rigs. Even though we like to think that, oh, of course everyone has a gaming rig. Most computers look more like a Chromebook than a,
I hate
like a gaming rig.
Chromebooks.
But yeah, everybody hates Chromebooks.
Actually, not everybody does, but I think they're the worst laptop to ever exist.
Well, that's because you want to play games on it and do things, and most people just want to check their email and their Facebook and like scroll TikTok, and they're great at that, and they're cheap.
Well, even because when during COVID, I was taking a computer science class,
Right.
and we were supposed to use those to code on, and they don't work for that.
Yeah, I can totally see that. I mean, like I said, they're not high-end PCs. They're really just glorified Android phones. Yeah, they're not hardcore coders. They're not gaming rigs. They're just look at cat videos and check your email and look at Facebook
Yeah.
or
Why can I
Instagram or
not-
whatever.
Oh, it's 'cause stupid Azalea.
Stupid Azalea.
I was trying to place a moss block down and it wasn't letting me, and I'm like, am I lagging? And I realized it was an azalea bush.
Yeah, I definitely need to build a new purchaser here on the server, because if anybody downloads the season whenever it's over, like whenever it is over, they will definitely need a purchase search. I wonder how many people do that, like download the season and look at it.
I don't know. I idea the other day of like us uploading them to whatever you can download worlds from, whatever that website is. I don't remember the name of it.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
And that way, like, more people could have access if they wanted, instead of having to like search through it through Discord.
I'm gonna start selling copies of it on Team U. People really should download this season. I don't know when it'll be available. It could be tomorrow. It could be 6 months from now. I don't know. Who knows, right? But they should check out that Enderman farm for sure. And there's some really incredible farms on the server. I know Jackson Kai did a bunch of
That
stuff.
Enderman farm's insane.
It's insane. Spoiler alert, turn your headphones down. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Unless you want to go deaf.
And make sure Kai's not standing around whenever you turn your headphones down.
Also, Feed Your Hydrate has been redeemed, hon.
Because he'll push you into the void while you're adjusting your headphones. Yeah, like I said, that farm wasn't my idea, but it's been a long time since. I mean, as far as I know, it's been a long time since anybody built one.
Yeah.
Just because they quit working on like Sim 4, and most people play on Sim 4, and I thought, man, I'll dust that old idea off and just see what it does. And it was as fast as it ever was. Oh, I was like, why am I moving? It's like an azalea bush grew underneath me. I was like, I stopped to eat, and then like my player's moving. I'm like,
I've been pushed off this thing so many times because of the stupid bushes.
yeah. I was like, why am I moving? Who knew? I didn't know that they could do that.
Oh, it's almost midnight already. Jeez. I should probably end stream here then, considering it's almost midnight.
Ellie has big time travel and assassin things to do in the morning,
I don't have anything to do in the morning.
except for time travel.
Well, okay, that's why I do have something to do in the morning, but that's just schoolwork, and then I have a class tomorrow evening.
So let me get this straight. You lay down at night and you close your eyes and you wake up and it's a different time?
No,
Time
because I don't sleep.
Time traveler.
I hardly sleep. Like, you could ask Fee, you could ask Demon.
I don't know those people.
Couple of my friends.
Maybe I'll run into them at the coffee shop. They should wear like name tags so if I run into them on the
You heard heard a rumor the download may be here soon? Ooh.
Nice. Did I start that rumor? Because never trust rumors that I start.
Maybe Super Mario World tonight? Nice.
I can start any kind of rumor because I don't care about facts.
Hold on. Look at how crazy this looks like from down here. I don't think I even want to know how many blocks we've removed.
So many.
That's crazy.
And I've been a bad person this whole time, not picking up a single one.
I think Dara's been running around and picking them up. Same with me.
I know she's good people.
She's cleaning up after us.
Way better than me. Most Canadians are better people than me. I think probably like 60, 70% of Canadians are better people than me.
I think my internet glitched again because you started speak talking.
Oh, I got the robot voice.
No, you didn't have a robot voice. It just sounded like you know when a video buffers and it's trying to catch up, so it like fast forwards through the
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a fly up and then end
I have
stream.
one regret this season. It's that I never got the animation thing working correctly. Like not fully, anyways.
Lost your
Maybe I'll
keys
try
again? What?
again sometime. Oh,
Oh, hold on.
all the frames.
There you go. That's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't like me flying at all. It's because, you know, my CPU, according to OBS, my CPU's usage is like 6% plus whatever my 3D model is using.
Cutting out.
Hey, thank you for the 15 months sent.
Nice.
Alright, yeah, no, we've definitely gotten a lot done. Like, it doesn't feel like we've, like, barely made a dent, but looking at it from above, it's crazy.
Yeah, we were like y'all were way like barely into the wait till deep slate when I dropped down in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane.
And we're at negative 25 right now.
And it goes to 59. Got a few more layers
Which
to
means
go.
Yeah. 24 more layers.
Yeah. Alrighty. I am going to go ahead and end stream here.
I broke 3 hoes and a shovel. I'm on my second shovel.
Tomorrow, I will probably play something else other than Minecraft. Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft a lot the last couple days. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We're gonna go find somebody to raid out to.
Yeah, we're almost low enough for me to be able to jump off.
I don't even have my web browser open. Man. Let me close my... There we go. Now I shouldn't be as laggy.
I'm gonna dip, Callie. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I can't hear you, so I'm gonna dip.
Alrighty, old guy. I muted. That's why you couldn't hear me. Yeah, I was probably gonna log off here when I end anyway. I've been going at this for a little while.
I'm gonna jump out of voice chat too. Later, Callie.
Later.
Later, Dara.
Thanks for hanging out. Alright, we are going to go right out to one of my friends, Samurai. He's playing Helldivers. But yeah, I will be back here tomorrow, probably afternoon, or I don't know yet, because my online class isn't until 7, so that would push stream until 8. So if I do stream, I'm probably gonna try to stream before that class. But yeah, I'll be over here on Twitch. We'll probably finally play Call of the Lamb. So yeah. Welcome in, Salty. But we are going to go right out to Samurai. He's a really good bean. Looks like he's playing Helldivers with some friends. So yeah, make sure you guys go show him some love and some support, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.